Hello, welcome back to my YouTube video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Grace. I got a learning disability, but I'm making lots of videos on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 7 years now. And I think I've been on YouTube for a very long while, for many years and many months. So I've been on YouTube for many months now and many years. So, and I like making up videos as I'm going along. You can join my channel if you want to. Subscribe to my channel if you want, and it goes more videos as you like. But this video is sponsored by Isaac. So this video is sponsored by Isaac with his Disney's videos that he's been doing. So it's spelled out. So it's sponsored by Isaac with his Disney videos. So it's sponsored by that. So this video is sponsored. I haven't done a sponsored video before, so this is my first sponsored video, but this is about introducing a new Disney film from my sponsor. So thank you, Isaac, to explain with lots of different things, but this is something that Isaac didn't mention about the new film of Tangled with Rapunzel and Gothel. So this video I'm going to explain more in detail where Gothel actually come from. So thank you, Isaac. So I'm going to explain a bit more about Gothel, the real backstory of Gothel. Now, what I know about Gothel that I found out on the internet of Wikipedia, look it up. So, if you look up about the three witches in Tangled, it will explain everything on that page. I will send that on a link. I will send it on a link below that's already on there. If it's not on there, then go ahead to go on the internet, go on Wikipedia, or go on Google, things like that. So if it's not a link down below, then look it up yourself. So you can either look into Google or look in Wikipedia and find out the actual definition. So I'm going to dive in. So the whole backstory of Gothel is she's a sister, okay? She is a witch, but is a sister. But she lives in a family called the Three Witches, called Hazel and Penelope, are both of her sisters. And she's got a mother called Myla. Now, Myla doesn't come into the much of the story much, but the character Myla is actually Gothel's biological mother. And they're all witches in their family. They usually live in a cottage all together. And this is where they live deep down, called the Dead Woods. Now, I know in the actual film it doesn't mention about the Dead Woods, because when Rapunzel was born in the first place by her mum, and Isaac is right about having Rapunzel got this magical hair that is by a flower to help Gothel in her beauty and her youth. But that flower in the first place is provided by her mother. Her mother presents those flowers in the first place. So even it can cure people in a healing response, it also can help people to heal and younger in age, because that flower represents with everything, but the main person to create those flowers in the first place is Myla. Myla, the character of Myla, is a goddess to all mothers all around the world, and she wants to find something that she can create to help people, to help to heal or old age or youth or beauty. And she's been looking for this, but she wanted to say that I don't want to find it, but she wants to make it. She wants to create those flowers. So when she was working her portrait on them, and now since now they're all real, that is what that flower represents, and that's how the flower made in the first place by Myla. So Myla is like a goddess, and she's going to be the world of mothers everywhere. In Once Upon a Time of Gothel, Dylan mentions that he has a mother of the garden nature type of thing. That's in a different stage of story, because there are lots of different elements of Gothel when sometimes he mentions about her mother. So that's why Myla is the biological mother to Gothel, and that's why she is related to her bloodline. So her bloodline that's counted on her sisters and her mother. That's why in the title of the Three Witches, that's involved with Hazel, Penelope and Gothel. They're all three sisters witches working together, and they got a mother called Myla, where Myla is a goddess to all mothers who creates magical properties and create magical properties flowers in the first place. So that might be the reason why. So according to Rapunzel's mother, haven't met Myla, because they either might be enemies or friends, but we haven't came that to yet. I don't know what the backstory of Myla and Rapunzel's mother. I haven't got there yet, so there's no information or no internet based on that. But it does say that Myla is a goddess who is a mother to Gothel when she creates all those flowers or magical properties in the first place. So when it comes to Antarctica or any other places about these flowers that is quite so special in the garden, and once upon a time when Gothel was ending up being a tree, she didn't know what the risk at stake, because when she was being awareness of her mother, when she's being picked on with these ladies, and that's why she sink a fence so she can get in her own way. But in the actual film of Tangled, when she is a protector who kidnaps Rapunzel because of this magical flower hair that is obsesses and passions about, and she thought he can keep the girl so she can have the hair to help her to go into the youth a little bit more. But not the reason why. That's why the story of Rapunzel's mother and Mila doesn't came into the equal story about Mila or Rapunzel's mother. So that's the reason why that's the reason why there's not much information about. Moving on, in Goffel's story, she does have a mother called Mila. So when Mila is the curator to create those flowers in the first place, and there's a goddess of being a mother to people. That's why it's linked to the title of Three Sisters with their mother. So that's how their mother came in with the Three Sisters. And as well as she's created these flowers in the first place, she's been looking after her 3 daughters. That's the latest. But we don't know much about Hazel and Penelope. We don't know much about them. We know they are witches, but we don't know the actual information about them. So that's why it's between Mila and Gothel. And that's the only reason why with the actual motherhood and daughterhood and things like that. So with Mila as being a mum and Gothel as a daughter, they have a big strong bond in between both of them, and they've been talking a lot and working things and things like that when they're working together and serving things, but they can be a little bit jealous of each other and things like that. So I don't know much story about them precisely, but that bond has connected, and that's why she wants to be young, she wants to be beautiful. So with these values that Mila has created in the first place to help Gothel to keep her youth and being beautiful and young forever. Now, according to the internet, according to Mila, that when Mila dies, she doesn't know much how to keep herself her youth by herself more. That's why she's always paying attention to Mila's, to pay attention to Mila's help and her advice and her guidance, but now become to be on her own. But Gothel has murdered and killed Mila on her own because she is so that jealous that both of her 2 sisters want to steal the power of their mother, and how horrible that is. So if Penelope and Hazel want to kill their own mother but asking Gothel to do it, how would Gothel feel if he's murdered her own mother and keep these flowers that he's created? So that is a big question that we need to ask about, really. So that's the only reason why. But all that hatred and all that jealousy has made Gothel to kill Mila. I don't know the reasons why, but she has been quite jealous because that Milo got all that power that Gothel wants. So I think that's why that Gothel wants the power of her mother, so doesn't know how to keep control by herself. And that's why she's murdered and killed her own mother, so she can do things on her own. Without her mum being gone, she watched so clearly about people and just know how to do things on her own. So that's why with those flowers that Maria has created, that's why Gothel had kept all the flowers to help her to keep herself youth. But since that flower has gone to Rapunzel's hair, that's why Gothel wanted to keep Rapunzel because of the flower that's in Rapunzel's hair about. So that's where coming into Rapunzel herself when she was born, when Rapunzel's mother was sick, when this flower heals Rapunzel's mom, that flower was that flower that is drinking off to heal herself was disturbed and soaked in the hair of Rapunzel, because without our properties, Rapunzel's hair is always been brown. But as the flower that is drink out of, that's why that flower is just absorbs into Rapunzel's hair. So Rapunzel's hair got its medical properties from that flower. So that's why Gothel wants to keep the girl, to keep her hair, so she can have her youth, and to keep her youth and young or beautiful. So that's the main reason why. Now, as Gothel was on her own, and he was raising Rapunzel and things like that, but with his medical properties, that flower in Rapunzel's hair that he is keeping, that's why she used Rapunzel, so she can keep the hair. But the biggest question is, why Gothel is keeping the girl when all she needs is the hair? So how would he keep the hair but not controlling Rapunzel? So that might be another biggest question as well. But he wanted to keep the girl and using her hair more to keep her youth more, and that's the only reason why in between. So now the cottage that she used to live in is now haunted, because if Gothel didn't kill her mother in the first place, that her mom will contain living in that cottage if he didn't kill her. But if that Gothel did kill her mom, that's why her cottage is still haunted when she's gone. So that cottage is still there. That's why you can't burn the cottage down, because that cottage, when Milo was born, she used to have a mum of her own, but just hated her mum and just killed her and everything. So Malo's mum has transformed into a cottage where they can keep her safe. So if you don't know much about Nyla's mother, that's why if you look it up, or I can send another link, or you can look it up on the internet, that's why Nyla's mother transforms herself into a cottage. And that's why they keep, that's why that cottage is still alive. That's the only reason why. because of that sort of thing. But as Gothel was on her own, just got no children. But that's why she gave birth to a child that she wants on her own. So as well as she's on her own, she wanted children of her own. So that's why she was in labour and being pregnant and having a child. And now since that child has born out of Gothel's tummy, that child has now became Gothel's child. And she named that child as Cassandra. And that's why Cassandra is Gothel's daughter. So anything what Gothel says to Cassandra to her daughter, then that's why, because that's what Gothel has named her daughter Cassandra. And has been raising Cassandra up when she was a child. And has been raising her up. And I'll look at Cassandra now. She knows that she loves her mum. But at the same time, she was raising Rapunzel herself. As well as. So, but this is when Gothel was pretending to be Rapunzel's mum, when she isn't, when she's actually Cassandra's mum. So this is where Cassandra comes in, when she has been born and is raised up and is so grown up the way that she is now, and it became a villain. So with the words that Cassandra creates, instead of Myla creating her flowers, Cassandra's create words. So she can do what she wants. She doesn't want offense at all. So she wants to keep her mum because they're so close by. So that's why Cassandra made friends with Rapunzel, so they can be friends forever. So then Gothel can keep Rapunzel with her hair and keep Cassandra as a daughter to work with her mum. But then when Gothel has kidnapped Rapunzel from her actual biological mother, that's when things are confused when Gothel raised Cassandra. So it might be two different ways, but this is why Cassandra was confused, and that's why she wanted something to say that, because Flynn Rider destroyed Gothel, and then when Gothel has gone back into Endless Days and it came into dust, she hasn't came alive again because of the Rapunzel's flowers hair that she still actually needs. So since now Gothel's gone and then left Cassandra and Rapunzel on their own, but this is why Cassandra wants her mum again. So it's not for Gothel has abandoned Cassandra, because he hasn't. He's going to be close by. That's why Cassandra, looking back her memories when she was growing up with her mum and things like that. So that's the only reason why. But since Gothel's gone, Cassandra really wants her mum back. So just trying to find ways how to get her mum back, but she wants to understand why Gothel wanted all that work to keep Rapunzel's hair. So that's why Rapunzel has been to Cassandra that Gothel was only using her because of her hair. But Cassandra wants her mom back, and she wants to know why, and she just wants to do the same work as her mom did. So that's the only reason why. So you can watch the two films of the first film with Rapunzel and things like that, but then coming into watching by the three witches that I just mentioned. And this is where Isaac mentioned about the moon drop and the light drop and things like that Isaac already explained about when I already explained the reason why. And that's why Cassandra wants to work what her mother did and just want to find out what work that Gothel did, and she wants to do exactly the same. So that's why she's trying to find out answers about her mom and why she's worked on this and why she worries about those flowers and Rapunzel's hair and things like that. When there's the line when Cassandra to say, help me to understand, make me understand, help me to understand. She doesn't know how much everything was going on with her mom in the first place. Even though she has gone, she still got the memories of her mom, but she's getting confused when she just wants to do the same work as her mom, but not giving up. So that's the whole reason why that it comes into the moon swap and the light swap and invitations and things like that, what Isaac explains. But there is a creator that Isaac already mentions. So there's nothing much I need to explain about the moon swap or anything. But Rapunzel does have the light in her when she needs it. So she's in between the protector herself, between the light and the dark, all together. So that's the only reason why. So, but I think Isaac already explained about the moon drop and the light drop and the dark kingdom and the creator. The main creator, when I say about the flowers, is Myla. So you might see Myla as an evil witch who's a mother to Gothel. So you probably might see Myla more in the sequel, but that's all I know about that. That's probably might be help you, Isaac. So this video is sponsored by Isaac with his Potterman's videos. So this has been a little bit more. There is some more videos that I will do quite soon. Not on different things, but there's lots of different things I can do with lots of different videos. This is only because of Isaac, that's all. In the Harry Potter sequels, I think I was right between having Severus Snape and Albus Dumbledore, because they were the secret brothers, because they were brothers that get jealous about and things like that. That might be the reason why. And as Voldemort was Tom Riddle, that's the only reason why. That's all I can explain. And in The Lion King, that even though Simba has killed his own uncle, but Scar has killed his own brother, because that's all about betrayal and honesty and how we learn about circle of life and things like that, and in The Little Mermaid. So there's lots of other Disney films that I could explain, all the different ones. But the main thing is I do other videos on different subjects and different topics. So there's videos on like health and how to get a diet, how to motivate yourself. So I've got other videos that I can do. But subscribe to this subscribe to this video if you wanted to. Press the like button if you like it. There's lots of other videos you can watch. I do videos every single fortnight, so I can do all different topics about introducing myself, things to know me, tips and advice, cooking, food, having beauty, makeup wise, and all different subjects and things like that. So it's really good. So I'm just letting you know that's all. And there's a big list that is already on my channel. So you can look over those lists, and it's big like saying about glazed outlets at sparpeople.co.uk, and you can check that on the website. You can check how many lists on there to impress people wise. So hopefully things will be good. Okay, I will say goodbye for now, and I will see you soon in my next video in the next fortnight. Bye.